Hey guys, what's up? I want to do this short video because I never did a video on telling you who I am and what I'm about. Um, my name is Rob Loper. I live in Southern Delaware. I have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page, Instagram page, and Twitter page called the Buck Psych. It's all about mature buck hunting and what I've learned in the last couple years, and it's pretty much a vlog. Um, and I'm trying to show you guys what I've learned so maybe somebody else out there can learn that you don't have to be an absolute millionaire or own thousands of acres to kill mature bucks on public property, or not even kill mature bucks, see them, because it's really, really hard just to get them in front of you. Everybody knows this. So, me personally, my bio is I'm a former correction officer from South Jersey. I worked for the state for 20 years. I currently, and I'll put it all out there, I currently suffer from PTSD, severe depression, and severe anxiety. And why I'm doing this is me and my family decided I love to deer hunt so much that doing a YouTube channel and Facebook page would probably keep me busy and really help because it's something that I love to do. Depression is a very, very huge, huge problem in our, I know our country, and I'm sure the world, but our country is just been ravaged with it. And to me, and from what I've learned from it over the years, from suffering from it, um, it's really causing alcoholism and drug addiction. People are looking for outs from their problems from these because they suffer from depression. So, in my opinion, and I'm not a doctor, but I've been around it. I've done 20 years in corrections. I've been around people that suffer. I've been to counseling. I've been to, you name it, I've done it. In my opinion, my wife also has a psychology degree, and in our opinion, um, a lot of the addiction these days is the root of the problem isn't being fixed, and it's depression from something that lays within or lies within, and they're using the drugs, alcohol as a out to escape the depression, anxiety, and I take zero meds. They had me on several medications for a few years, and they just made me numb. Um, some people need them. Some people they work for. Me, they just didn't work. I currently, my problem is now is I don't sleep. I might get 2, 3, 4 hours the most sleep at night. I sleep, but I don't sleep like you should. I'm very, very, really light sleeper. So that's probably my pretty much my only problem in the last couple of years. My depression problems come and go. I deal with them as I can. I deal with them when they come, and I deal with them my way. And this is one of my ways how I deal with it. Anyway, this is not a sob story. This is how I deal with my mental illness and how a lot of people can probably learn from this on how to deal with theirs using what they love to do to fight depression, anxiety. In my opinion, there is no better feeling in the world besides my wife and kids than seeing a mature buck. I mean, a 4, 5, 6 year old buck running through the woods, chasing does, etc. Um, I was a heavy, heavy baiter for years and years, and you know what? I killed a lot of deer on bait piles. I tried some natural stuff, which worked. I killed a beautiful 8 pointer. He was almost, I think he was 4 or 5 years old. The taxidermist told me, and over the years, I've just learned and got away from the baiting. This past January, I went out to Wisconsin and seen a gentleman named Dan Infault, probably one of the best white-tailed deer hunters in the world, mature buck wise, and he just honed my skills, and we just tweaked everything um, that I do so much that I came home, and as you guys watch my YouTube channel, I got so many scouting videos. I scouted properties to scout and scouted this year. And you know what? I learned that buck betting is where it's at, in my opinion. Um, there is thousands of beds out there, but the mature bucks are going to be in that terrain and bed in the terrain that's going to benefit them, and they're almost bulletproof with thermals, wind directions, and anything else. Sight. Uh, they bed in just the unobvious spots and obvious spots, but wherever the mature bucks bed is, there is some kind of an advantage for them, a big time advantage, and it's why they bed there. And all the other thousands of beds that you find are satellite beds. They're going to be, as I hear a lot, the satellite beds are just other deer that are going to fill the voids. Beddings, especially marsh and marsh bedding, swamp bedding, doesn't change too much to me from what I've learned in the last couple of years. They bed in the same spots, unless there's some kind of crop change or severe habitat change or etc. But I learned just this past year that, man, I'll tell you right now, mature bucks love to have water on three sides of them. Any point on the end of a point or a finger out into some kind of wet area where it's just knee deep, chest deep, over your head deep in muck and mud and this and that. And we wonder, how did they get through that? But they do. Guys watch these deer come out of these swamps and marshes, and even farms. They come out of this nasty stuff with black socks, mud up to their chest. You'll hear guys talk about wounded deer running back to water. They run to water to try to plug the hole. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know one thing, that deer, especially mature deer, they love the bed around water or within water, on not in the water, but like somewhere surrounded by water, or at least on three sides. I think guys will shoot deer and wound them, and then think, oh, they're running back to the water, and they don't realize that, you know what, that's where they're bedding. They run back to their beds. They're going back down. They want to go home because they don't feel good. Just like humans, when you don't feel good, you want to go home. So I think guys get the misconception of they're going to water when they're wounded, to plug their hole up. To I've heard a lot of different stories. So they're running back to their beds because they don't feel good. Anyway, mature buck bedding is mature bucks are just, they're a different breed. They're not like other deer. So I've been asked this very many times now, and you got to ask yourself, do you like seeing deer? Um, I love to see deer, and I now have spots where if I want to go shoot a deer, I'll go hunt there. But if I want to hunt a mature buck, I know I'm not going to go to that spot. I want to go to another spot that I know where a mature buck is bedding on a certain wind, or the thermal drops and he's got an advantage somehow, and he knows that. So if I want a deer hunt, I'm going to go to a certain area. I'm going to see a lot of deer. But when I'm mature buck hunting, I'm going to hunt beds, mature buck bed. He's just a different breed of animal. People are going to disagree, but in my opinion, and from what I've learned, that's just how it is, man. You got to ask yourself, do I want to be a deer hunter, or do I want to hunt mature bucks? Because it's a total different ball game. So this is why I'm doing this. It helps me, and hopefully it helps anybody out there, and hopefully we'll all be successful eventually. but I believe I'm on the right track, and both my uh, goals in life now to battle my depression. This is helping me. You're helping me just by tuning in, and you listening to me is helping you. So, and we're going to learn how to hunt mature bucks at the same time. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is just, it's a bio of me and what I'm about. Once again, thank you so much. And guys, spread the word, man. Share my channel, like it. Uh, let's get people watching, man. We can help each other in this. So appreciate the support, guys, and always subscribe and like to the Buck Psych.